Thank you, John
Thank
Duma.
you, Duma.
And we will see you next week. And we'll chat then. So there we go, man. The party. Here we are. What's going on?
Going on? Yeah, I'm being a little bit fucking weird tonight. What's going on with me? I'm a little fucking. How's it going? How am I gonna say? I just got this weird strain of pot, and it's fucking this weird like fucking head high. So I get fucking freaked out. I'm like all over the place in my brain right now. But John's a great opponent. Like I said, I ran into John a few times, and I'm not a dumbass, so I know who the top guys in the area are. And so I thought maybe one day maybe me and John will meet up. So it's gonna happen. We're gonna fucking probably have fight of the night. It is what it is. We're gonna see what the chips fly, where they fall.
Yeah, a little unconventional. You're coming in, have an opportunity to face off with them over a phone call, and nothing but respect and accolades for you.
I know, I'm a little thrown
into this.
Listen, I'm hip to you. You fought for us so many times. This is his ploy. He acts like he's going to be cool so that at the press conference or weigh-ins, I think I'm off duty, and then he's going to pull some crazy shit like smack him or something. I'm hip to you, party.
No, yeah, you are. Yeah, with like 15 fights, like you know me, like when it comes to like the like that is a different vibe. At least I like to bring like a different vibe. Like when you're going against me, I'm gonna be a professional for the most part. But if my stupid head starts thinking that you're making fun of me or like laughing about me with your team, and I see you giggling or something like that, I'll confront you and the team and attack. I'm a retard. I'm an idiot. I've ended up in jail for this numerous times. Mike's even had to bail me out once. So here we go. Let the chips fall.
Secret, bro. I was trying to keep that a secret, but I mean,
let the
no, we're boys. He doesn't even know that.
Yeah, let the chips fall where they may. March 18th, I'm really gonna bring excitement and a sense of flair. I'm not gonna be boring. I'm just looking to really go out there and work. I've been working really hard to put up more volume and more stamina, and it's the I still got time right now to even work, so I'm even excited about that. Wednesday, I got a hard running day, so I'm excited about everything. No matter what people think with the age and all this shit, I'm in the room. I'm one of the hardest working guys next to all these guys that are in their 20s, and UFC. All these guys, they all respect me, and that's all I want. I want everyone's respect, and I know John respects me, but I want to beat him and have him as a feather to my cap. That's all it is. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I have to have a little bit of hate with it because that's just the way I am. I have to have a little bit of hate, and if I hate, it's a little bit better for me, in my opinion. So I gotta hate John Duma, even though I don't have anything against the guy, but I gotta hate the motherfucker. He still thinks he's gonna beat me. And March 18th, everyone come watch. It's gonna be my night.
So speaking of the hate, I got to ask as well. Like, do you think the tide has changed within cage sides, and you're kind of a fan favorite now? How is that? Like, I think your first few fights, like you were getting booed and flipped off. Now people are like our comments,
or flipping the crowd off,
or you were flipping them off. Now people are like cheering and asking, and like, when's the party coming back? Does that change your mentality at all? Like you're gonna probably get cheered when you walk in, and normally in the past you haven't. Has that changed how you approach or anything?
You know what? Recently, I took like a last minute fight in Idaho, and the fans were so cool. And they actually like flipped it on me. I was expecting like a very hostile crowd, and this guy was just like his fans are cool, man. The people in Idaho were cool. Big shout out to them. Everyone in Boise. It's a cool party town. I stayed at a nice hotel. It was fun. Steaks and sushi all day, but and lots of lagers and IPA sometimes when I wanted to get messed up. But besides that, yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the cheers. And that day, it kind of freaked me out. I was kind of like caught by surprise, caught off guard that people were actually like cheering for me, because I'm only used to it maybe in Orlando, and even in Orlando, it's hostile because it's like very hostile. Florida, it's a weird place. You always have haters in Florida, snakes amongst the grass. But Cage Titans has really become my UFC, my version of being able to go out there and perform and show everybody my true spirit. I'm a samurai. I'm one of the last of these Ronin type of dudes that I'll show up to an event with no coach, my wife, and me and Zach Searle will make a little quick game plan in the back. I'll tell him what I'm gonna do, and he says okay, and then we run with it. It is what it is. Run and gun. That's how my life is. And fighting is an extension of me, and I'm just trying to paint a certain picture, and it might be abstract or it might be different. It's free flowing out there, and that's what I'm trying to paint. March 18th, come watch. It's going to be beautiful destruction. He's going to bring the pain. John Duma's a nonstop machine, and I'm a type of guy that loves that. So he can bring the action, but I'm going to bring the pain. See what happens.
Is that a birdcage behind you?
Yeah, I don't know where I'm at. Like my aunt's house. I have like like people over here, and like there's makeshift bird cage that's like fucking from. I think it's from South America. I don't know. It's made somewhere.
Hey, so your boy
Shut
Zach
up,
Cyril, your boy Zach
I
Cyril
love it.
wants. Can you explain what happened backstage at Masvidal's?
Oh, I was just being a psychopath. The guy in me really got in. Yeah, and everyone knows that like Eastern European bloc type guys, like Russian dudes, they're really tough, and culturally, if you do anything to them, they will fight no matter what. It's like a big their honor and like disrespect and all that stuff. So I was backstage, and I just really couldn't get him to budge. And like I was taunting him, I was talking shit to him a bunch of times, even when I got to the weigh-ins, and I couldn't get to him. So I was in the back, and me, I'm a crazy fuck. So I started talking shit to him from a distance, and I saw he had a water bottle back there, and it was like a huge one, because we just had finished weighing in. It's like a big, tall, like smart water, and I slapped it, but not thinking I knew what was gonna happen, but I was like a dumb kid that was pulling the fire alarm. I smacked the bottle, and it like flew in the air, and just so happened to like all land on him, and it was just like water, like like a liter all over this guy, and he's like on this kind of like platform, and he like runs and jumps at me, and there's like all these fighters from like Jackson Winks and my gym and different places, and like separating us. It was a hell of a time. It was a cool time.
Yeah, dude, I remember watching
Yeah.
the video.
So yeah,
People,
They weren't ready.
they weren't ready for
They
you.
weren't ready.
I don't know. I was just being an idiot. I shouldn't have done that, and I just wanted to add a little bit of fire. Some mental warfare. John's a great guy. I think he's mentally tough, but no matter what, March 18th, March when I see him, he's gonna know it's all business. I think I'm an A+ fighter, and he's a B+ fighter. Maybe I'm not at the big show right now, but I can make any show fucking pop. You put me in there with anyone. I got a good chin, and I'm fun to watch. I put a lot of passion in it, and I put people at the edge of their seats. Me and my hands down style, and I'm gonna continue to be different, and continue to be high flying, and try to like really just do it my way. Sometimes people try to stay conventional on. That's great. Sometimes I have to stay fundamentally sound, but I'm trying to be different. I'm trying to be weird. I don't want to be like everyone. I just want to do everything in a different way and show everyone a different type of violence where it's a little funny, it's a little bit quirky, dangerous, some shit talking there, a little Jackie Chan.
Well, Tina's blown up your spot. Tina's blown up your spot. She said, "Watch out, he's definitely going to do something." And
Yeah,
I'm not
probably.
all for that.
Probably.
You
I'm
got
really
me on
excited.
Bruno.
Huh?
Yeah. I said, you caught me on Bruno because I'm like, oh, Bruno's kid's
Oh,
here. You know, you were super respectful. And then I'm like, I think I'm cool. And then bam, I'm on edge, man. I got you. I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
yeah.
We
Definitely.
got security guard Big Mike De Silva on it.
Anyways, well, party, it's always fun having you, man. We're super stoked to have you back up. You know, we've talked over the last year constantly, and I'm excited that we finally get you back. Give us a hint. The party walkout is always memorable. Can you hint anybody on what you're bringing this time?
I really don't know, man. I'm actually at this moment. I have like this really cool intro. I'm trying to get kind of like transitioned into a poppy song, or maybe it's gonna be like a really cool hip hop song, you know, a party song. Maybe I might do a '90s classic after I drop the beat, but who knows? You know, I might switch it up last second. I might do some country. I'm really digging some country right now. Basically, just one or two artists. I'm not gonna say because then it's gonna give it out. Everyone knows these guys are really good, so don't even mention it. But I always like country too, man. I like to represent everyone because I think everyone's there for a good time, and like it's a family friendly event. And I'm not gonna shit on anyone's music or anything, but sometimes a lot of us adults like some crazy dark shit, like gun, 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 kill, kill, kill. And I'm like sometimes I like to put something else to the show, bring a little bit of a element of surprise. Sometimes I'll drop country. Who knows? Maybe disco. I don't fucking know.
I'm excited for it. We do have a question from Andrew Valdina. I don't even feel that this isn't my area, so I'll let Andy read it.
Question for Joe: blunts or joints, and blondes or brunettes?
Joints and brunettes because my wife's a brunette and I like joints better. I used to do blunts when I was like a younger kid. I used to roll blunts like in high school and stuff like that. But I started off rolling joints in middle school, and then that's mostly what I do. But now that I'm like I'm getting to be this in my mid 30s. I've been doing one hitters. I'm a big one hitter. I'm at the house or like in my car. I have like a one hitter. So it's not too much, but it's enough for me to feel good, and go into any setting and not stink.
Yeah, you don't got to smoke a whole joint on the car on the way to the gym anymore. One hitter, that's all it takes.
All right. And Tina's
Yeah.
asking me if I'm going to have any music for you. I don't have any. I don't have any music. I mean, the "Ship It Up to Boston" I still think was classic.
And then right when it
Yeah,
ends, Paradise City.
you love that one. Who knows, man? I was looking at different Boston songs, but there's
I like
like the only bands from Boston are like, the biggest ones are like Aerosmith, the band called Boston. There's a few other ones, maybe Green Day, but I don't know.
Green Day's not from Boston.
I mean,
I don't think
Yeah,
Green Day's from
Aerosmith
Boston.
wouldn't be cool. Like
Aerosmith's from Boston.
that
Yeah.
would be a good one. They're from Marshfield too. Like they're
Godsmack's
only
from
like
Boston.
20 minutes from Boston.
Bunch
It is
from
St.
Boston.
Yeah.
Patty's Day weekend. It's Tina's birthday. You should let Tina pick.
No, I don't know. She always has a different
You do the,
opinion. My my
you do the,
my we have different music selections sometimes.
I
you
tell
do
you right
Dropkick
now,
Murphys on St. Patty's Day weekend.
unannounced, like prepared. This is on my Pandora, and I think of you every time.
Yep. Pepas.
This is when I want to feel good about myself. I already have it in my search. It's right here. It's like my third song played. You know,
I don't understand.
this is still my favorite song.
I don't understand a single
No way.
word of
That
it.
song.
I'll get
Yeah.
out to it.
Dude, that song.
It's about doing drugs, though. I think.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
frozen
It's
water in the
about
club,
doing drug. It's about doing beans at the club.
right?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
a
Peppers
bean.
are beans. Beans
I
like
thought it was
fucking
pills, right?
beans are what's it called, ecstasy. Back in the day, that's what you used to call ecstasy in the
Oh,
2000s.
okay.
But in
I see.
Spanish they call it pepas. But now it might not be ecstasy. It might be pepas. Might mean something else. I think that refers to like pills, like pill popping. So whatever the fuck young
Gotcha.
kids are doing, I guess. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
isn't like
I just
popping
like
pills
the
and
song.
drinking
I like the song. I'll take the Michelob Ultra.
and a joint.
Oh
in one hitter.
yeah,
They're actually one of my
yeah.
favorite.
I don't know. I don't know about the peppers.
Zero
Not
said
even a joint anymore.
Cyril said his favorite Cage Titans moment was when your pants were pulled down for half of a round and your ass was out there. I think another fun moment.
Well, of course,
for me,
that's Cyril's favorite moment.
it is. Another fun moment for me was when you did a shoey with the Cage Titans IPA,
threw up,
and I thought you were going to throw up afterwards.
Oh yeah, I have bad gag reflex too, man. I don't know. You know what? Like I said, listen, Cage Titans is really like I've gone to other events, like the one I fought in Idaho and in Michigan, and they were like promoting me as a New England guy. So that's how much love and like, like I don't know, I kind of became like a symbiote from New England, like some weird mutant like byproduct where I like I'm the Florida cousin that everyone keeps in the dungeon. They're like Joe comes in the summer every once in a while and like wreak some havoc. But we send his ass back to Florida. He's stupid, but he's good for a few shows. And
Yeah, we
I'm
only
kidding.
deal with them in little doses.
Yeah, I know.
little
I'm
doses.
kidding, but I love New England really, and like I said, it's I don't know. I have a passion for this shit, and for some reason, I've been able to perform really well and under the Cage Titans banner, and it's a privilege. And it's a big thing to me. I really think guys like not to hate on anyone, but guys like Duma and maybe a few other guys hold prestige differently for these other titles for these other organizations. When at the same time, maybe these other organizations that are big in the Northeast were also champions in at Cage Titans. So it's like, what the fuck is the difference? You get what I mean? It's like, so you want another belt in another organization. So you think, I don't know. I just think, I feel like I represent Cage Titans and its motto, and it's kind of like, I don't know. I feel like I'm like, a kind spirit with Cage Titans. You know what I mean? There's no other promotion I would rather fight for regionally for the most part. You know what I mean? It's like the only reason I only fight there is just to get different fights. With different looks and different guys. I'm only fighting the top guys. Like I said, I really think John's taking a fight like most fighters because they think they can win, because they think they're better in some areas. Where me, I'm more. I know John's good, and I'm not to say, oh my God, John's gonna be. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying that I think John is a good fighter, and I recognize the threats, and I embrace that, and in a different type of way, where like full arms, like hug. I hug death. You know what I mean? I don't care about these I don't know, like I don't care what that's not that I don't care what happens out there. It's just I'm loose out there and I just don't give a shit. I'm going out there and I want to win, and I know what it takes, and it takes me being this really like at the edge of like of craziness, and I'm ready to do that. John's gonna bring the best out of me because I think he has a high workload pace and grit and toughness, where I do too. And I think we're going to find out who's tougher, but I also think I'm smarter. And we'll see whose game plan works better. But like I said, I'm an A+ fighter, and he's a B+ fighter, and it is what it is.
You said you're smarter, you're better, this, that, and the other thing. Who's handsomer?
Definitely me. John's a good-looking guy. Someone told me he looks like an Italian mob like guy from like Capone's era. Like my friend was like, he looked like he might have belong in like some like 1920s fucking type of thing. I'm like, he's a tough guy, man. Like I give a lot of respect to John, but yeah, I'm probably better looking. I don't know. If I was like 6 foot tall, but I'm a married man. God damn it, I stand by my I stand by my what's it called, by the covenant I made and all that shit. So I'm not fucking
Well,
around.
party, it's honestly, like, it's so nice to hear you say those things, because for us, we're about that moment's yours, and what you do with that moment. You're doing something that not everybody gets to do, and you really embrace that every time you fight. From the first time you fought for us, like, and I tell guys, like, when people would say something, oh well, the party, it's like, listen, we give you all the same stage. What you do with that moment is on you, and you really take every opportunity that's put in front of you to make it a moment, make it shine. going back a few times, like, man, you guys really promote the party a lot. It's like he makes it easy for us. He does crazy shit. He wins fights. He does everything that we promote. Like these viral moments that you've done that. Every other fighter, if you're listening, you can be the party too if you want to be. You have the same stage, you have the same platform, and what you do at your moment. Own the moment, make it your own. You champion that. You've done so tremendous with it. So I appreciate you.
Appreciate you. No, I appreciate you, and I think fighters need to recognize their platform. And I think, like I said, fighters think that the promotions make the fights. I think you have to be a willing and able dance partner, and you have to be able to be creative and not be boring. When you're at work, when I was at work working at the restaurant, I'd be bored. I'd be thinking of ideas of how to like cut videos and stuff from me jogging and post little clips here and there to promote the fights. And you got to do that, because as a professional, if you're ever going to get to a high level and you want to be this Conor McGregor guy, or whoever like John Jones, you're inevitably have to do all this media, and you have to be good at everything unless you want to be a regular guy making subpar money. So I think everyone needs to take their opportunities and run with it. Do what you want to do. Be a nice guy, but be a fun nice guy. Talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about.
There you go. Well, yeah, we had this conversation many times, Mike. Who is more important? Yeah, you definitely embrace it, and I think that you can be such a good mentor and a good experience. I mean, a model for other fighters on their way up. Like it's not just what you do inside the cage; it's the entire package as a
It's
fighter.
all in the game.
It's and like even Cage Titans, we live by that. We're not just a company who sets up a cage on March 18th, and that's all we are. It's everything surrounding it, in social media, talking on the microphone, telling the stories of fights. Like we could bring you on and Doomer on and just be like, "Cool, we got a 7-3 fighting a 10-5. Be excited, guys." No, we want you to get the word out there. We want people to be invested in why they should want to see this fight. You do a good job.
Oh yeah, well, I think Cage Titans, like I said, is top of the line, and I think we all do a good job at promoting the event. And Cage Titans runs a tight ship. When you're there, there's security, there's cops, medics, fire people, bartender chicks with fucking beer, ring girls. There's everything you could think of. The doctors are there. It's a full show. It's done the right way. Everyone gets their own warm up area in the at the hall at the top. It's huge, It's I don't know. It has a certain smell to it. I love it, man, and I love how it sounds more than anything. It's like it has like I don't know, like a hollowing, like when someone's getting slammed or loud something happens, you can hear it. It's like a shot. I love that about the hall, so I'm always gonna enjoy that.
Well, we enjoy having you there, man. I'm so excited. We'll see. Actually, after we get off the phone, make sure let's connect. We got to get your flights going. So after we get off,
Okay.
let's get that straightened out, and we'll see you next week to party. Thank you so much as always. We can't wait to see you next week and defending that title against John Duma.
Okay, man. Thank you so much. I will
Thank
see
you.
New England. Oh no, thank you. Hey, Andy, one of the best behind the scenes stories is I don't know what fight it was. It might have been the Pat Gilbride fight, and I think it was like the first time I met Andy, and he was sitting at the bar at Cancun, which is the restaurant in front of the hotel where most of the fighters stay. And I came up to him, and we were having yeah, we were having a beer, and he was like, "Are you really gonna have a beer?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fucking have a beer, Andy. Let's have a beer, man. Let's relax." So it's yeah.
Yeah,
I
that was
love I
good.
love
That's
Cage Signs, man.
Well, I got a new hotel for you this show with a bunch of new restaurants. So you're going to have some new areas to explore and give the whole full party experience. So,
Thank you. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
all right,
All
brother.
right, thank you guys so much. Okay.
Thank you.
Later.
Take care, Joe.
I'm
Ciao.
excited, man. Ciao, Bella.